Hello, dear friend, and welcome to the Lightbearer's Library. Today is the journal entry for Tuesday, September 9th, and it's a beautiful sunny day. The birds are out there chirping, and here we are at the beginning. A few weeks ago, I was contemplating creating a YouTube channel as a way of extroverting, as a way of getting out of myself and sharing my thoughts and ideas. And it's been sort of an idea that's been percolating for a year. But I started seriously contemplating it about a month ago and was like, well, what am I going to call it? What am I going to do with it? What am I going to talk about? And first I was going to talk about some of my crochet stuff. And I was like, no, because I'll probably change my mind or get interested in something else, which is what I do. I get interested and deep dive into things, and then I change my mind and do something else. So I figured, okay, it needs to be broader. It needs to be more about exploring deep things, because I'm interested in going deep and getting to the heart of things and learning about myself, learning about others, and truth and authenticity of, I mean, that word's thrown around a lot, but yeah, getting to the heart of things and really speaking from my heart to you and to whoever you are out there. And it's not necessarily about having people watch, although that's wonderful. And if you're here watching, thank you for being here. And yeah, it's simply a way of. So anyway, I was talking about a few weeks ago, trying to understand what it is that I'm wanting to share, offer, do. And the name Lightbearer's Library came to me, and I just immediately started kind of sobbing, because something about it felt deep and real and magical and wondrous and full of awe. But over the last couple of weeks, I've been wondering, well, what is the Lightbearer's Library? What does it contain? Like, what is in the library? And I think yesterday or the day before, I was talking to my husband, and it was just like, I just want to for it to be a kind of a journal of my life, the things that I'm learning and finding out about and exploring, and thoughts and feelings and ideas. And so where I'm at is it's a library full of journals, because for me, journals have been something that has always been a part of my life. I'll get to showing you my journals maybe one day. That would be fun, actually, pulling them out, because I have them. They're in a box, and the first one I ever had was like this, and it had a little lock on the side, and it had little pink pages, I think, and I don't remember. It has dates in it, so I can tell you how old I was, but I don't know, maybe 10 or something, or younger. I don't know, younger. But so those journals are something that are extremely important to me, and while journaling has kind of fallen off in the last few years, for me, it's always something that I come back to when I'm in need. And so I've been writing a lot more, because writing helps me to understand what it is that I'm thinking and feeling. It helps me to sort through the sort of the immensity of the inside of me. It helps me to bring it out. So it's a way of extroverting in a way. And that's what I hope this channel and this Lightbearer's Library is going to be, is an extroversion of the things I've learned so far in my life, and hopefully it can be a way of inspiring you to also do the same, to cheer each other on, to bring hope and life and beauty and magic and wonder and awe to each other. And that's kind of my vision, is just a place to talk about these things, and to not feel so alone and inside, because my husband and I have been self-employed we've run our own business for almost 9 years, and so it's an online business. We have done music education with a YouTube channel and website and business and online courses and PDFs, and it's been a wonderful journey, and it's still going. He's continuing on with that, but it's been a very introverted kind of way of life, and we've moved a lot. I think it's kind of it's really, actually, the average is probably once every year or less. So for the last decade. So this is meaning that we haven't had time for friends or the stability to have friends. So it's been him and I, and but it's kind of lonely and a bit too introverted. I've become a bit one-sided, or unhealthily introverted, let's just say. And yeah, I don't have a lot of people I feel like, besides my husband, who we talk about everything, and he's also an introvert, I don't have anyone to just have fun with and share with and be myself with. So, I have a few friends and family, but I think they're all extroverts, except for my sister, but we have a tumultuous relationship, you could say. So there's no one that really, I feel, understands me or gets me in the deeper level. It's kind of mostly surface level conversation, which is fine, but it doesn't nurture my soul and allow me to be. Well, yeah. So this is what the Lightbearer's Library is currently in my mind looking like. And over the last few days, I've been kind of delving into Carl Jung's writings and thinking about dreams and wanting to actually get back into writing down my dreams. It's been years since I did that, and it's a fun journey. So I started this morning, actually. I woke up, and it's actually extremely hard to remember your dreams. I had my notebook there, and I just had just fragments. So that's going to be part of what I'm going to talk about. I've been reading a book called ebook called The Secret History of Dreaming by Robert Moss. I started it last night, and one of the things he said in it was that I just have my journal here. Egyptian priests who specialized in dreaming were called learned ones of the magic library. So I thought that was I was like, that's excellent. So I've got a a Lightbearer's library, and we'll talk about dreams, and I love talking about personality typology. So if you know anything about that, it's just, I feel, anyway, today I won't talk about that today, but typology, we'll talk about that. Yeah, just growing as a soul, growing as a human, creativity, what brings us joy, trying to just live a more joyful, fulfilled life. And if we can, you know, be cheerleaders for one another, if we can just bring joy and love to each other, I think that's what, for me, it feels like the world is going crazy. I don't know about you, but for me, it feels like the world's going crazy. I refuse to watch the news, because all it does is stir up all sorts of fear in me, and then I get down a road of what ifs, and it doesn't work well for me, and then I spiral into dark holes, and that's not helpful. That's not helpful to me. It's not helpful to my husband. It's not helpful to anyone, energetically, to be in that space. So for me, the world's going crazy, and I feel like if I don't do this channel and be the change that I wish to see in the world, right? Is that Gandhi? If I don't show up in a way to the world that is the kind of world I want to live in, a world that is kind, that is kind to one another, that allows people to have different views about things, that is not reactive and like, one that really listens and is can be vulnerable and can share from a place of depth, sharing our fears, so that we can bring them out of the unconscious and go, oh, I'm afraid of that, and not kind of react to people when we know ourselves better. So I'm on a journey to learn more about myself, to become more conscious of the things that are in there under the surface, that are, pulling me in directions that I don't want to go in. So, yeah, I think I was going to say something else about that. I was going somewhere. Don't know, but yeah. Anyway, this is a place that I will just be journaling out loud. It's often how I best work. It's not going to be scripted. It's going to be just somewhere to share my thoughts and to hopefully hear from you about things that I may have shared that resonated with you or helped you to clarify something about where you're at in your heart, in your soul, in your mind, to help stimulate different thoughts in you and you and me. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this journey. So it's exciting, it's nerve-wracking a little bit, and a little bit scary, but an idea is not an idea if it doesn't scare you, and a venture isn't got the life juice if it's not a little bit scary, right? So, yeah, this is a place of inspiration for you to inspire me to inspire you, and yeah, I hope you'll join me. Please leave me a comment. I'd love for this to be sort of a two-way conversation a little bit. I know it's me on video talking to you, but I just want you to know that there are people out there who care, because that's kind of what I need. I need to know that there's still people out in the world that care about being human, that care about kindness and compassion and that goes beyond words. It's not just like this. It's, with action, with the whole soul being. And yeah. Anyway, I will leave it there for now, and I will sign off, and may you have a wonderful, bright, love-filled, for yourself day.